So today, Liz, I got a question. So I've been talking to a lot of new agents, people who've only been in the business for 1 to 2 years.
Okay.
What are some things that you wish you would have known getting into the industry that no one tells you?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I think understanding a little bit more about how the industry works, understanding the structure of
Hmm.
there's something called an MGA and there's AGAs, agencies, and really understanding the implications of who you sign up with. So as a new agent, you're probably going to need to belong to probably an agency or whatever else. And so really understanding who they're affiliated with and what each carrier it means and all of that. So I think as a new agent, maybe thinking about what's the kind of work I want to do. So there's a lot of different work you can do within insurance. And so understanding what is it your focus and then finding people who align with that focus is really, I think, the key to doing that and where you want to go in the future. So just go and I've had a number of people who've reached out to me interviewing me about my experiences, and that's actually a really clever thing to do because it gives you a sense, and I know they're talking to a lot of different people, and it gives you a sense of what your possible direction is and maybe will give you some insights into something you may not have thought about.
That's
What
good.
about for you? What do you think you would have liked to have known?
I would have to find, this is what I'll answer. I wanted to find a Liz that knew exactly what I needed to do. So having you, honestly, someone who's been in the industry, who knew how to navigate, who's kind of gone through the beginning steps, the beginning issues that come up, having you there and having someone just to guide me because it's so uncertain when you're first getting started, the
Mm.
paperwork, getting getting the back end software set up, getting contracted, that never made sense to me. Why can't I just go right to the carriers and get contracted? Why do I have to wait 2 years to be an independent agent? Some of these MLM companies in our industry make it seem so flawless and easy, but what they do lack is compliance. And then you're hearing a bunch of different mixed emotions from a different bunch of different people in the industry. And so it's really finding someone who knows what to do. They've been in your shoes before. And if you don't have that, and you're just listening to everyone's advice on YouTube, to be honest, it could be so complicated because everyone makes insurance seem so simple on YouTube. Everyone makes it seem so easy to do. It's complicated. It's stressful. That's a whole task. That's a whole 24-hour task of time to just get started. So having someone like Liz, having someone like back in the day, Chris Kirkpatrick, Life 180, having him, even though he was American agent, he was able to be like, here, go to this guy, go here. I'll connect you with someone who's been in the industry. And if I didn't have that, I would definitely would not be here. I'd be still stuck in the same old building a team and recruit, and probably wouldn't have nearly as many contracts either, and neither the compensation I have. So it's super important if you're a new agent to start off right. That makes sense. Start off in the right location, know what you want, know who you want to work with, the people you want to work with, the people you want to surround yourself. So that's what I'll say to that.
And understanding, I think the other thing that often people aren't aware of is it actually takes time to build up your business as well. So a lot of people think that it's going to be straight away that they start making money, but if any job that there is commission involved, you have to expect it's going to take 3 to 6 months at least before you'll start to see some regular kind of money coming in. So
Yeah.
people planning for that as well because it's challenging and you need to be able to have the capacity to manage that time. Otherwise, there's a lot of people who drop off early, Matt, as I'm sure you've seen as well, because they haven't really understood that
Yeah.
it's not a quick path to being compensated.
100%. I'll end this video here right after I say this. It's actually more beneficial to stick with like a part-time job while you're getting started. And so you're showing up as someone who doesn't need the sale because people who come into the industry and they need the sale, you're going to be spewing commission breath everywhere. And so something that my mentor Chris said, he's like, just come into now. I didn't do this, guys. I just letting you guys know. I came into the industry. I said, I'm going to quit my job and I'm just going to go all into this. But I was trying to sell correctly with the type of strategies I was selling. Now, the problem with selling correctly is it's a slow path to winning, to be honest. It's going to take time. People are going to have to actually get to understand you. And so many people do it wrong that you just have a bad, as a life insurance agent, we all have this weird bad rap with everyone, right? So it takes time to build that personal brand. And so in my first year, I was like, oh, I'm going to crush it because I was sold a dream, right? I was sold a dream. I was like, I'm going to quit my job. Everything's going to be good. I'm a hustler and I am a hustler. I'm working a lot. In my first year, I made $4,000. That's not enough to live on. It's enough for a 18-year-old to live on at home, but not for someone who's has a family. I was just talking to a guy today. I was doing a little morning workout with a bunch of realtors. He's like, "Oh, Matt, how's that life insurance going? My buddy has his license, but he just quit." I'm like, I've heard that 100 times. Everyone quits in this industry, and it's just because they don't have the right guidance. They don't have a really clear path to success, and oftentimes it's just overload of confusion from a bunch of information getting spewed everywhere. They have no path. So that's what I'll say. That could be a whole other bit. So just to let you guys know, this wasn't supposed to be a long form video, but I'm going to post this video 100% because that's going to change some people's lives. If you need any guidance, just book the Calendly in my bio because or in my description because I know I can help you. If I'm not, you're not in. By the way, I'm not going to recruit you. I'm an independent agent. I can't recruit you right now. Right now, I might recruit you, but just letting you guys know, if you need any help, I'm here, and Liz is here too. So, like, comment, subscribe.